Hello everybody, Christopher Raphael here. Today I have a special treat for you. As some of you know, Kayla and I love to travel around Mexico. The country is just full of amazing places. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of pyramids, sacred sites, beautiful colonial towns, the beaches in the Mexican Riviera are probably some of the most beautiful in the world. But most of all, we love the people. This last 4 months, we lived in San Miguel de Allende and met an amazing community of what we call spiritual people. Some of these people you may call spiritual leaders, some curanderas, shamans, whatever you want to call them. We call them simply extraordinary people. And we decided to do some interviews with some of these people and share them with you. In this video, this is just the first of a series of clips. Kaylin is doing an interview with Alicia Mayo. Alicia is from the state of Veracruz. In Veracruz, there are many, many curanderas, shamans. Healing is just a way of life. Now, Alicia is humble, amazingly humble for who she is. She's a very connected person, full of joy. And she's unique in that not only did she grow up surrounded by traditional Mexican healers and shamans and curanderas, but she also spent some time in the States where she lived and studied with some of the spirituality we have in the USA. And in her humble nature, she doesn't like to give herself a title. Some people call her a shaman. Some people would call her a curandera. But she just calls herself a facilitator. A facilitator to help people see their own light. She's a delightful person. And in this interview, she talks about judgment. So enjoy the interview. Until the next one.
Alicia, you mentioned something earlier to me about judgments. And I think that unfortunately some people, maybe they don't think it's that important whether you judge or not, or maybe they have heard it and they practiced it for a little while and they don't do it. They don't focus on it. And I think it's very important. So I would love to hear or have you share what you were telling me earlier about judgments.
Well, for me, it's like that's one of the most important qualities that we need to learn, not to judge, not to criticize, because it's to me is the most important element in all kinds of relationships. Mm-hmm. With myself, with you, with your husband, with your children, with
yes.
your friends, with your co-workers,
yes.
just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it is that, to me, is one of the factors where we spend a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's such a waste of sacred
yes.
energy that we all do. And to me, is if we can just bring that energy that we have
back to us to use.
Yes.
Yes.
To use, for that apotheosis of
yes.
ascension.
Yes. It's wonderful to hear you say that the energy, otherwise we don't use it, because I don't find many people recognize it. The energy gets stuck. And then you see life a certain way because you've judged it, and your energy is stuck, and you don't have it to use. And the truth is, the more energy we have to use, the better place we're in. So it's a very significant.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like, if we look at those red geraniums, if we just observe them and feel and sense their beauty, but the mind immediately goes, "Oh, how beautiful!" Or if there were some dry geraniums, we wouldn't say, "Oh, how beautiful." But it's like that, and I think one of the things that we need to make a distinction very clearly is that consciousness and awareness are two different things. And when we reach that level in which we are comfortable with just being without any thoughts, because the moment that we go, "Oh, how beautiful," that's a judgment, isn't it?
That's right. That's right. Yes. Even positive things.
Yes.
Yes. Because you're right, to think how beautiful. And like you were saying, I loved what you said, to feel it, to see the flower and feel it. Those are two different experiences.
Absolutely.
And the truth is, when we think it and we have that judgment, how beautiful, we shut down. We go, "Oh, that's beautiful," and then we go somewhere else. Whereas when we feel it, it becomes a part of us. We've now had an energetic exchange. We've now had a connection. And what a different experience that is.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
And so it really opens us up to, like you're saying, leave the judgment behind, leave the criticism behind, and really allow it to be.
Yes.
It's important.
And it happens also with people.
It does. It does. Because you make a judgment about someone, and then you don't know why they've been brought into your life because you already shut the door.
That's right.
Yeah. And the thing is, everyone has the light that they are. Everyone has a gift. And why not focus there?
Yes. And if you notice in the news on the television, everybody's expressing their opinions. I mean, I go, "Oh, you are making me waste my time. Come on."
Yes. Yes. I agree.
That has nothing to do with the essence.
No.
Or of the event or the object or whatever.
Not to mention, you have your own opinion. What do you need someone else's for? That's very true. That's very true. That's a nice point. That even when we have experiences, the truth is, the minute we have our opinion, like you're saying, we've really made a judgment there too.
I mean, that opinions are all judgments.
Yes, they are. They are.